All right, so let's take a look at how to set up a four-way controller. So if you open Command 8 to get to the environment, or if you do screen sets, I have mine on 2. And here's one that's already done. And just to show you, watch the various EQ parameters. They all move around when I move the vector fader. So let's learn how to do one. So we're going to move to here, and actually I've already created this layer, and we're going to go to the mixer. Now, instrument 3, if you highlight it and then press the option key, you can take it along. So now we have it there. I'm going to get out of monitor, and we're going to open up the channel EQ. Now I have this one set up so we can just look at the various, I want to get these sorted out here by, oh, interesting. Sorted out by their height and all. All right, so if we click on the hertz, on the frequency right here, and then look over here, you see that we get 3 and a 9 and an F. So that means fader, 3 is a channel, 9 is a parameter, and 28 is the value. So we get 313, 317, and 321. So remember those numbers. Now what we're going to do is come get a fader. We're going to get the special type called a vector fader and put it in here. Then we'll hook it into here. Now they always come up normal to 7, which means volume. So if I move the joystick, no matter where I move it, all I'm getting is volume. But look over here. Notice what's being output. It's all 7, but it's on 4 different channels. Now we can exploit that. Now I want to bring this a little closer. That little symbol right there next to the 4 means control. So it's outputting control data. And if we go over to the fader, sure enough, it says control and control. Now if we move this, now we can move both pan and volume, but we want to get 4. So we're going to have to go back and set these parameters to the same. But now our data comes out the same channel and it's all mixed together. So how do we do that? How do we get rid of that? Well, as it turns out, the way this is set up, all right, now first off, let's do this. We need to put things so that they're, first off, we need fader values. So we're going to come here and select vertical and go up to fader, and also select horizontal and go up to fader. And we want channel 3, so we're going to put that on channel 3. And we want channel 3 on this one also. We want both of these parameters for the horizontal and the vertical to be the same. And the second number here was 9 for the first one. So we are going to set the parameter at 9. So now we get that we get the same parameter on 4 different channels with different values. So now we're going to exploit that. So we're going to take that out of there and bring up a couple new instruments. Go get a monitor and go get transformer. Now, if you make changes to these instruments like the transformer, now then when you copy them, the changes come along. So we're going to apply operation and filter non-matching event, which we do for the next 3 or 4. We're going to move that to fader. So status is equal to fader. And we're going to click out of that one. Now we are going to make 3 more copies. And if you swipe through them and then escape 4 to get the pencil, whatever, that's the naming tool, the text tool. So we're going to go EQ1 with no space after the 1, and it comes up like that. So now we have 4 transformers. And I want a number of monitors. So we're going to do this. Again, just option click. And then we're going to want 4 more. Now, we're going to name these monitor in. Oops, I meant to put a 1 after that, so let's do that. Now they're 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the same to here. Now notice I didn't line them up or anything, so I'm going to move in monitor B1, and it'll still put them in order. Well, let's see. And I want to put them here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the input and the output as it comes through the these things, transformers. So if we hook up, let's see. Now there's another little trick. If you highlight the ones you want and then come down here and say cable serially, it cables it up for you. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one and on this one. Whoops, need to include them all in there. And now I'm going to take the next output out of the fader object and move it into the next monitor. So now we can watch, if I make a move here, you notice that it comes 3, 4, 5, 6, and it all gets through. So what we're going to do, now the first one needs to just have 3. So if we set the channel equal to 3, well, watch this. That's all that gets through now. So we're going to move to the second one. Now we have, that's right, and now this one, now the next channel is 4, and we're going to fix that back to 3 because that's where the data is. And now we're going to fix that to 9, or we're going to set that to 9 and fix this one to the next value, which is 13. And now if we come over here, we can set the next one equal to 5. And this will be fixed at 3. This one will be 9 fixed at 17. And now the last one in the list, and again equal to 6, because that's the next number in the list. Fix it to 3. Take the data bait, the parameter 9, fix that to 21. And now, let's clear out the displays and make a move. Well, let's do it again just so you see. Now it's coming 3, 9, 3, 13, 3, 17, and 3, 21. We need one more object, which is a transformer. We're going to move the transformer in and then double click it to open it. And here in the mode, we're going to come down to where it says track automation splitter true equals top cable. And then we're going to cable each of the objects, each of the monitors into there. And put that into the channel strip. And now, clear all the values again. Now if we look at this, well, as you see, everything moved. And if we look at the numbers here, we're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 into each of the transformers, but coming out we're only getting 9, 13, 17, and 21, which are all coming into the channel strip. So you're now controlling 4 parameters with just one value. Now one more thing, if you find that you're having trouble keeping the bands separated from each other, a little trick is to come in here and add or subtract some values. And that will help keep things a little bit different. Play with it, basically, and just figure out what works for you. And so that is the basics on how to set up a 4-way controller from a fader. So we are going to come back now, and actually I'm going to give you a little tease. I'm going to come here, Actually, I'm going to come here and I'm going to open up the channel EQ and the ES2 on, and I want you to notice they're on separate tracks. This is instrument 1 here, and this is instrument 2 here. So now if I take this vector fader in this setup, watch the cutoff frequency, the resonance, the cutoff frequency, and the resonance, and all the EQ bands. Yep. I got 8 different values moving in 2 different instruments. So stay tuned, and we're going to come back and show you how to do that. I'll go back behind the curtain, and hope you all have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.